Nobody warned you that change in your life can feel lonely. Not because you're failing, but because you're outgrowing who you used to be. Most people see the results, but they don't see the rebuilding. It's just a paper boy, man. And today I want to talk about why breaking cycles feels lonely before it feels powerful. Have you ever noticed the moment that you start trying to change your life, it gets quiet? And not a peaceful quiet, a lonely quiet. And nobody really prepares you for that. Everyone talks about breaking cycles like it's empowering, like it's exciting. But the truth is, breaking cycles is uncomfortable. Breaking cycles is isolating. Breaking cycles feels like you're losing piece of yourself before you even know what you're becoming. Let me explain something that I had to learn the hard way. When you start breaking cycles, you're not just changing your habits. You're changing environments. You're changing conversations. You're changing relationships. You're changing identity. And identity shifts, they scare people. Sometimes it scares the people around you, but sometimes it scares you. Because when you've lived one way for years, more time your whole life, that version of you feels familiar. Even if that version of you was destructive, even if that version of you was stuck, it still felt like home. And walking away from that feels like walking into the unknown. I remember when I first started trying to change the direction of my life. Suddenly I didn't fit into certain rooms anymore. Conversations that used to feel normal started feeling draining. Places that used to feel exciting started feeling empty. And that is one of the most confusing feelings that you're ever going to feel. Because you're proud of your growth, but grieving your past at the same time. Nobody talks about that grief. Growth comes with loss. You lose comfort zones. You lose certain friendships. You lose habits that used to numb you. And sometimes you even lose how people see you. There's a moment in this transformation where people don't recognize you anymore. But what's the scary part? You don't fully recognize yourself either. That middle ground, that's where loneliness actually lives. And that's where most people give up. Because the old life is calling you back. And the new life hasn't opened its doors yet. So you feel stuck in between worlds. But listen, that is not failure. That is transition. Breaking cycles isn't loud. It's not dramatic. Most of the time, breaking cycles looks like quiet discipline. Choosing to stay home when everyone else is out, repeating the same mistakes. Working on yourself when nobody is clapping. Making decisions that don't make sense to people who benefited from the old you. Growth is personal. Nobody can walk with you. But watch this. Loneliness during transformation is temporary. Power during transformation is permanent. Eventually something shifts. You stop feeling lonely and you start feeling focused. You stop missing who you used to be and you start protecting who you're becoming. You stop chasing validation and start chasing purpose. Breaking a cycle isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. And once you actually become aware, you can't go backwards comfortably anymore. Breaking a cycle is generational work. You're not just changing the direction of your life. You're changing the direction of every life that's connected to yours. Your future family, your future opportunities, your future environment. They all benefit from your decisions you're making right now that nobody sees. If this message connected with you, drop a comment, man, and tell me what cycle you're trying to break. And if you're walking that lonely road right now, just know you're not walking it alone. Follow the journey. It's just a paper boy. And we're building something bigger than comfort zones.